Are you struggling to find forgiveness in your heart?
This is a sensitive and weighty topic. We ask the universe, what should we know about forgiveness?
Welcome to this episode of What's the Universe Say About That?
I'm Mary Obana, and along with my husband Michael, we ask the universe for answers. You see, I'm blessed with this beautiful gift where I get quiet and I can connect with the loving guidance of the universe.
So today, you'll see and hear Mary connect directly to that divine guidance and hear the words of wisdom flow directly through her in response to questions about life and the challenges we all face at certain times.
So, welcome to our home.
And welcome to this now normal, but always amazing part of our daily lives. So sit back, get ready, and let's hear what the universe has to say about that.
Let's do it. Hi, welcome back.
Hey, everybody. Today we're going to tackle a big subject, forgiveness. Now, there's been a lot, every church sermon and self-help books, it talks a lot about forgiveness. But I think what we're going to kind of delve into today is there is the idea of mental forgiveness, where you can say, I forgive you, and you kind of think everything's all good, we're square. But you know that there's still that negative energy still inside you.
Mm,
And I've experienced that. And I want to know, how do you get rid of that energy?
mm.
How do you transform it from a negative, low vibration energy that the slightest trigger can kind of bring that all back to the surface and really replace it with a true sense of peace that I think ultimately is what forgiveness is meant to give you.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
that's a biggie.
It's a biggie,
Yeah,
but we're here.
it's a good question. Who knows the answer? They know the answer.
So
Okay.
we'll tackle a big one. And I think anyone we've all had to forgive someone.
Yeah. And there's
And
big forgiveness and little forgiveness,
yeah,
there's
that's exactly it. Yeah. So I think we're going to kind of dive into
Okay.
what's behind the curtain of forgiveness.
All
How's
right.
that? Okay.
All right.
All right. So let's do it.
Okay. You chose a meaty topic. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a big topic because it carries such deep emotion. At the root of forgiveness are these feelings of anger, frustration, unfairness. There are many emotions that exist and are carried when one is met with the opportunity to forgive. First, you don't want to live with those feelings. You don't want to carry those feelings. Because as wrong as another has been, those feelings don't serve you. There are many different forms and reasons that you are being asked to forgive. The biggest is when someone has been taken from you in a tragic way, in a way that was at the hand of another. It is hard to forgive. Forgiveness is hard in this most egregious circumstance because how can it be okay to have taken someone loved so deeply? How can you relieve the other of the responsibility of taking one who you love so deeply? And so you see, there are so many emotions associated with the circumstance that is the basis for forgiveness. Forgiveness can also sometimes feel like you somehow are not valuing the one who has been taken away if you forgive. There are always so many emotions deeply intertwined with the circumstance, this unfortunate circumstance that you have been met with. Forgiveness is not relieving the other of the responsibility of what has happened. Forgiveness is relieving yourself of the anger and the hate. Just because you forgive doesn't absolve the other for what they have done. What forgiveness is relieving yourself of the anger and the hatred that can then dominate your life. When one is faced with such a difficult circumstance, it is hard to live with peace. It is hard to find the joy in life again. Forgiveness is a step for your healing, you see. Forgiveness is a step for your healing. When you separate the wrong, the act, the circumstance from the feelings you carry because of the act or circumstance, it helps to focus your energy on that which serves you. There are other methods, means for justice. Forgiveness is about healing. There are big circumstances and there are smaller circumstances. Some of the smaller ones might be something someone said to you that was hurtful. Whatever it might be, the feelings you're carrying because of that external action are preventing you from living your life to the fullest. It's important to speak a moment about the big forgiveness. Because when we speak of living your life to the fullest and someone you love has been lost and taken from you, there can be a great amount of guilt associated, felt when you feel joy. Somehow you can feel that you are not honoring the one who has been lost by feeling joyful. It is important to spend a moment here because the one you have lost in this physical experience wants nothing more than for you to live fully, to love fully, to honor the one who has been lost, is to live in the fullness that they would want for you. Now, back to the feelings you have when you feel you have been wronged in some way, deceived, someone has said something unkind, someone has hurt you deeply, someone has not met their commitment, someone has wronged you. These feelings are real, deeply felt, but holding on to those feelings create resistance within you. Resistance is an energy. When you have an energy of resistance, you prevent yourself from so much. An energy of resistance doesn't allow the goodness to come in, the love to be felt, the joy to be experienced. Resistance is a wall that prevents everything good from coming to you. Some may feel resistance is a protective shield, one that prevents you from getting hurt again. But you see, living your life out of fear of being hurt prevents the love that is meant for you. So, forgiveness is a topic, a subject that is grounded in the presence of unwanted energy within you, unwanted feelings, as just as you think they may be to hold. They are preventing you from all that is meant for you, all the joy that is possible for you, all the love that is waiting for you. So, understanding what is present within you when we speak of forgiveness is essential. So, how do you shift? How do you heal? How do you let go of these feelings that are burdening your life? There are many paths to do this. But the biggest one is love. But we're going to perhaps say something that might surprise you. It's less about love for the other and is more about love for yourself. the ability to give yourself the love, to relieve yourself of the burden, opens the world, the way, the path to freeing yourself of the pain and the hurt, and is an opportunity to take a step toward healing. Separating the anger, letting in the love, and knowing that when another says something again, the resolve to say, I'm not going to let you do that to me. I'm not going to allow you to place that energy within me because I will not live that way anymore. You see, like everything, it is a choice. Whatever way that you can find that can enable you to find that love is the path that will work for you. Some, given a unique circumstance, might shift what happened, finding a way to think about it differently so that you can find the love for yourself. You can let the love in for yourself. You can live without that anger and hurt that you carry. So much of forgiveness and this topic focuses on the wrong of the other. We ask that you focus on the energy and hurt that you're holding. When you focus on the wrong of the other, it's difficult to find a path out. When you focus on the love of yourself and recognize the hurt and the anger that is within you, you can focus on the healing for yourself. That releasing of that energy that you are holding that does not serve you, that is forgiveness. Releasing that energy within you, that is forgiveness. It is not making what the other has done okay. It is finding the love within yourself. Does this make sense?
Yeah, it's a difficult topic. There's anger seems to be the easiest, most dominant emotion. Crowds out everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Anger is a fierce, powerful energy. But as justified as you might feel that anger is, we ask you to consider, how is that anger serving you?
Mm, thank you.
This is a difficult subject because it is so greatly charged. The emotion that is held is deeply felt.
Can you talk just a little bit, uh, especially someone who is in a a very dire situation and they're feeling that great sense of anger. Um, One important forgiveness experience I had, it not only was a question of letting go of that, but it was was replaced with emotions I wouldn't have expected, like joy and gratitude. Can you talk a little bit about what's on the other side? It, it's not just forgive and forget kind of thing, or just forgive and let go. Can you talk about where it may lead?
So, as we said, this work begins with the separation of that which has occurred. Once you separate that which has occurred, allowing whatever it is to unfold, to address that which has happened, separating the action from the feeling that you have. Once you are able to find the way for you to address the anger within you, it is really a process that is less about the act and more at that point about you managing the feelings within you. Once you are able to focus your energy on that which can fill you, this is when things shift. So let's use as an example a tragic circumstance where one has been taken from you in an unjust way. Separating the act, allowing that act to be addressed in the ways that it must. Then turning your attention to the feeling that you have, the feeling of anger and injustice and loss and hurt and pain. Once you can find a way to focus your energy, not on the act that has taken the one you loved away, but instead on the love you have for the one you love. It allows you to focus your attention on the life of the one you love, not on the event that had taken the one you loved away. Once you focus on the love of the one you loved, the energy changes because you are replacing the anger with the love and gratitude of having this one in your life at all. And so the other side of it, when you do this work, is living in gratitude and love for the one that you were gifted with in this life. So you see the energy shifts when you allow yourself to focus on that. Does this help?
Yeah.
It is not easy. It is not easy. But do not live with the punishment. Do not hold that hatred and anger within you. It does not change what has happened. It only focuses your attention on the suffering. Forgiveness is a path to finding the love and the peace that you can for yourself.
Thank you.
Hmm.
That's a big one.
Mm. Heavy.
It's heavy. It doesn't lend itself to kind of quick solutions
Mm-mm.
or, little tips to fix it. It's a big process of shifting.
Mm-hmm. And that was interesting, the delineation between the act
Yeah.
and the energy you're holding.
Yeah.
Because it somehow, in my own mind, allows me to kind of separate. I think I used to think that forgiveness was like condoning, you know,
Accepting.
accepting what happened. It's like, no, it's about really addressing the energy that you're holding so you can find a way to heal that energy. So,
It is a
yeah.
little bit of a North Star. If it can, I think it can feel selfish to say, I've lost someone or something bad has happened and I'm going to focus on myself. I think that for some that can be really hard, but that North Star of saying, what would that person
Mm,
want from me?
mm-hmm,
And even if it isn't someone who has died or been taken, you could ask the same question of the universe.
mm,
You know, what would the universe want from me or for me?
mm-hmm,
And in no situation are you meant to suffer.
mm-hmm.
Suffering is part of the experience, but or bad circumstances is part of the experience, but suffering doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Um,
An enduring part. Yeah, like something you
I
hold
Yeah,
forever. Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's too big of a topic for me to expand or
Yeah.
expound upon. But
Wow.
all right.
That's a
I hope it was helpful for folks that are wrestling with this.
yeah.
I've had an experience myself where it would have been hard for me to kind of intellectually go through a process of forgiveness, but it did happen for me, and it was a complete shift and kind of life changing perspective for me.
Yeah.
Um, so
Yeah.
anyway, wherever you are, if you're on a path of forgiveness or wherever you are on that path, I hope this has been helpful for you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll
All
see you
right.
again next time.
Thanks for joining us. Until
Thank you.
next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.